Good morning, good people. This is your Poolproof Wisdom moment. I'm currently reviewing the audio of my last book, I Am My Own Cause, The Third Act, Surviving and Thriving. Of the 3 books that I wrote, all based up on different blog posts that I made roughly over a 10-year period, the 3rd book is my absolute favorite. It's so very much a true representation of who I used to be and who I've become and who I can yet be. The remaining 2 books, the first and second one, certainly are part of that journey. And the way I can so clearly see how I've evolved since that first book was published and all of the details and the writings that were in it to the second and then the third, it's absolutely fascinating to me. I sometimes don't even recognize the person that I used to be. And that's important because I've always believed that the past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. When you try to live in the past, you can't appreciate your present, and you certainly don't do anything to prepare yourself for the future. But in those moments I have now been engaged in, listening to the person that I was and the things that I prognosticated and thought and hoped for and feared, for that matter, and to hear them anew, roughly, 7, 8 years after they initially happened, it's fascinating to me. In fact, in some instances, it's almost a decade. And in each case, I'm able to see something that I've learned and taken from my past, something I've brought forward with me from the past that doesn't keep me anchored there, but helps me understand more about where I am in this very moment and where I'm still hoping to go. It's wonderful. I've got to tell you, it has moved me in many ways I couldn't even imagine. So always remember that no matter who you are today, there's always something about you that you've learned in the past that can help you, that can move the needle in terms of your own personal, individual experience, and tap into that. And once you use it to help you grow, then you'll know that there's been something in the past that has been worth your time. And that kind of reference, good people, makes all the difference to each of us every day, as long as we're learning and growing and changing as a result. That is your Poolproof Wisdom moment for today. Find me where? On Spotify, on Apple and Google Podcasts, Anchor.fm, and of course, podcast platforms everywhere.